NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Falcons. With that, let's get over to Atlanta as we welcome in our brand new broadcast pairing for 2016. I think you'll like them. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, in what is scheduled to be its final season as an NFL stadium, there's a look at the Georgia Dome here in Atlanta. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the dawn of a new era for us at EA Sports as the 2016 NFL season is underway. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. The NFL's second leading rusher last year. This is Doug Martin. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
In 2015, we saw the Doug Martin that we saw as a rookie, didn't we?
Absolutely. A 1,400 yards, second only to Adrian Peterson last year.
And he really helped a young quarterback develop by taking a lot of pressure off of it.
Now he feels good coming off that 5-year deal he signed in March.
Feels even better about that.
Second down and 4. They run it again with Martin. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know I'm not in the rooting business, but I really like this kid, Austin Safarian Jenkins. Good catch there. I'm just hoping he can stay on the field and have some good health.
Now the Bucs hoping so, too. Limited to 16 games total his first 2 seasons combined.
He is quite a target for a young quarterback. Jameis Winston can grow with this guy, and boy, they can be a dynamic duo.
Second down, Winston. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The starting defense for the Falcons.
When you see Brooks Reed going after the quarterback and you see that hair trailing out from under his helmet, look out.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
On 3rd down, Winston. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much left. There, that'll be a touchback. On 1st down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Ryan now off the bootleg. He's got the NFL's leading receiver a year ago, Julio Jones. Called a gain of 13 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. This is taken at the 23. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over, I guess.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now you got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And on the tackle, Jonathan Babineau.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. This one complete to Doug Martin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, 65 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. For Jameis Winston, first touchdown pass of his sophomore campaign. After such a great rookie campaign, they're expecting big things out of that guy.
And I think they'll get them. This guy is a football gym rat. All right, he's going to be there watching film, first guy in the building, last guy out at night, and absolutely captures a team. The locker room gravitates towards him, and I want to meet his nutritionist. You see how good he looks coming back for his 2nd year? I want to hang out with him and learn how to play like he does.
And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Here now come the Falcons. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Vernon Hargraves, the rookie, in on the stop. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Levante David is a tackling machine. He's always where the ball is.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They come up in an offset eye. The play clock's running down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Sanu, the man in motion left. They will run again with Coleman. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Now Ryan on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup. And it'll give the Falcons a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sanu, the man in motion left. Now Ryan on second down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be a third and about 13. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. First down, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Jameis Winston and Mike Evans came into the league 1 year apart. They're going to continue to grow together. How about their first connection in this game?
Yeah, in the first 2 seasons for Mike Evans, both over 1,000 yards. What a way to start an NFL career. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. A second down throw for Winston. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Another pistol look here. Sims. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Courtney Upshaw in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. This is brought in at the 21. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out come the Falcons now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. In motion comes the tight end left. On second down, Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Fresh set of downs here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Ryan on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Following the interception, Winston. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They just do get the play off. Now Winston bringing it in. Jackson left side. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Winston now from the 50. That one complete to Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
A first down throw for Winston. And Blake has it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
On third down, Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll throw again. Winston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cameron Brate as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Short boot. Take it at the 21. Oh, look at the juke. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And his kick is good. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. Winston going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain of 3, second down. And quickly, they get to the line.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Coleman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll come out in the pistol. Sanu, the man in motion left. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come up in an offset eye. They try to fire up the running game with Martin. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They're going to hurry back to the line now. it's Martin. He finds some open field here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Doug Martin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Jameis to throw it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Ryan. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Ryan. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here's Coleman, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2, and most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tammy, there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Major Wright. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
First down. Here's the run with Martin. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Goes underneath to Martin. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Jameis on second down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans from 3 yards out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And a touchdown there to help them expand the lead.
All you're looking for is as much separation between you and the other team as possible. They've got to feel good about what that touchdown gives them.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And a catch by the new signee from Cincy, Mohamed Sanu. He got 29 yards that time. Completed pass, but the O-line, they're a little thankful because their quarterback got hit hard.
You ever notice, Brandon, that after the quarterback takes a big hit, the first guy to him is the offensive lineman that allowed it? Sometimes you throw that lookout block, and then you breathe a sigh of relief that your quarterback's okay.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Coleman now. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. This is Coleman. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Another pistol look here. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. This is brought in by Hardy. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Ryan, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go. You love pressure. I love it. We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 2nd down, Martin. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing. Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jonathan Babineau coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Taking it about the 36. Penalty marker is down here. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down. Now Ryan on 1st down. It's hauled in by Hardy. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game. I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he? I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And he slings one that's incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Ryan. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the...
Yeah, the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They're looking to throw this. Winston. Incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Week 1.
Draw. Hard to admit that I used to draw. Portraiture in a human form. Doodle of a 2-headed unicorn. It was soothing. Moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and amused from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance. Who's in a bedroom? Who's in a brand new cuneiform? Barely commune with the horde. Got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone amp to the yap of the magpie. Unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, little bit of backlight. Black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all you get to. Being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and being a clod. Distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of giving a light. I left some will the spirit away. I let my fears materialize. I let my skills deteriorate. Horn about a thought of what I should have been. Continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. An hour, colors pouring out of the fringe, all heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. Used to paint, hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face, stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was bloom and addiction, a miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids in a minute, drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil or a linen. Joy to the poison, voice to the resin. Capture a map or a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studios drone with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine in proportion. Reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush. Then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury alive. I let my means of being dissolve. I let my person curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. An hour, colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings.
Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me?
On the car, it's like a weekend at Bernie's, and baby, you with the problem. About to get it poppin', call a Uber, cause I'm a scuba. Dive while he driving, shawty rockin', and I maneuver. I know you like it when I put it, yeah. Maybe you should bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper, and I ain't gon' chase you, baby. I'm gon' take you down. Now, come on, shake it, baby, turn that around. I'm like,
oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me? Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me?
Drop it and never take it down, take it down. 30-something thousand
Hey, send me a party invite or something, dude. I had to hook up my mic. What's up, Pimpin'? I had to find my mic, man. I only have my mic put.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Bradford's Eagles. So let's send you up to Pennsylvania. Standing by in Philadelphia.
He's online right now, man. I should invite him to the party.
Thank you, Larry.
After this pick,
it's
I'm
the
gonna invite him.
NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial
Field
in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I'm about to invite him to the party right now, Dad. If not, dude, you'll probably get a forced win, man. I know what you're saying, but I'm saying, I mean, this shit don't fast forward to Saturday, so you got the Saturday, really. But he online.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles.
What's on the left side?
On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah,
and the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
Now Bradford on second down.
Yeah,
Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted.
Yeah, I'm about to get that.
Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Weatherspoon. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta get some.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A loss of the full.
Yeah, I'm out the game too. My bad. Yeah, don't, dude. Dude, I gotta learn my playbook, man. It's cool. Yeah, I don't know mine. Yeah. Good, dude. I just gotta get my. I don't. For real. I don't. Yeah, dude. I don't know them play. I don't know my plays. I gotta get my plays down, man. Yeah, I know.
3 yards, and now it's second down.
No, dude. You get it back, though. Before you leave it, I'm playing scared ball, man.
Here's Ryan.
Me either.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it third down.
Gotta get my confidence
and they'll need
back.
to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 40 yards. And the Falcons have taken the
missed
early
it.
lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, Ryan Matthews. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Goes underneath for Sproles. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. They go play action here on first down. Deep drop. He's gonna
Rookie, let's go.
Looking to hit Matthews,
Let's go, rookie.
but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few adjustments.
And taken down. Michael Kendricks in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's Ryan. And he dropped it.
God.
Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. So on fourth down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
What up? Oh, what he saying? Okay.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to try and go deep again. Jordan Matthews, the one
he
he was
sent it
looking
already?
for. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Okay, well, go ahead, dude.
Every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about...
Oh, yeah. Man, I sent Owen Troy, the what you call him? Yeah. All right. Oh. All right. You went through the franchise and did it? All right. Oh. Yeah. Oh, y'all, he sent it already? I'm trying to say he gonna share play.